Everyone, welcome back to C programming. Till now, we have learned many things, various aspects. From today, we will learn about different aspects, which is the typecasting. Basically, this is a topic which no one considers as important, but I feel typecasting is really very important while you're learning C programming, because basically we need to understand like how conversions are done. This typecasting is nothing but it is change in one data type to another data type. So when we do not know that like how a variable would have how much memory allocated, that would not be right, like it wouldn't be accurate thing. So it's better to learn typecasting. So here I am today to explain you all about the typecasting. So let's get started with our today's video. So basically typecasting is nothing but, as I've told, it is conversion of a variable from one data type to another data type. Suppose if you take an example of what if you have if you want to store a long value into a simple integer, then you can typecast long to int. So you can convert the values from one type to another explicitly. This is also sometimes done implicitly. Let's see that later. So when you want to do that explicitly, we use a thing called as cast operator. Cast operator is nothing but the syntax would be very simple. Don't need to worry about this. It is nothing but just to write the type name and expression, that is which has already been there, that type name we use. So this is the cast operator basically, and that is it. So as I've told you all, there are two types of conversions in C programming, that is implicit conversion and explicit conversion. First let's see implicit conversion. Implicit conversion is nothing but these conversions you don't need to write anything or use any cast operator. These are the conversions which are automatically done. So what do you think automatically done means? It is nothing but these conversions are done basically in the system itself. Yes, automatically means usually what comes up to my mind is nothing but system, right? So here also it is nothing but the system itself does it. And if we have suppose a value, we had not to specify any typecasting operator, that is basically called as standard conversion, and from double to int, like that, it changes its values when required in those type of conversions. Like suppose we have given division of two numbers, and we have given 5 divided by 2. Those two values are integer, and we expect the sum, the division value which we get finally, the quotient also be expected to be integer. Sometimes things like that we do not know, and we tend to store it in int value, but the value of it is 2.5, which is a double value, right? So this type of conversion is done in the system. So it is nothing but it is implicitly doing it, and the system converts the whole data types into double so that it would match it. Next is the explicit conversion. As I've told you all, this is the conversion which is used basically by the users. That is, we have to do this type of conversion where the computer does it. We use a cast operator. So it requires, we have seen two notations for explicit. The not automatically performed when value is copied to a compatible type program. So this is an example where I've told you all int sum equals to 17 and count equals to 5, double mean. So mean equals to double sum of count. So we are trying to basically put double before, so that is a cast operator, and you have sum being converted into double type, you can see that, and printf value of mean. So when the above code is basically executed, it produces the result like value of mean is 4 zeros. So it should be noted here that basically the cast operator has precedence over the division. So the value of sum is first converted. So you can see there are three things. First, the sum is converted, that is cast operator is more preceded than division, that is division is not performed away. Instead, first the sum is converted into double type, then the division is performed. So basically it has more precedence, so we do not need to worry when we are writing an expression like that. Next we have integer promotion. It is nothing but a type of conversion. So it is nothing but integer type smaller than int or unsigned are converted into int or unsigned int. So if you take an example of it, that is when we try to add a character with integer. How do you think we add characters with integer? Just think once. You all must have been aware of it, but we're not just using our brains. Just think of it. I'm sorry. So basically, it is nothing but every characters in C has an ASCII values, right? So here we are using those ASCII values while we are adding a character with integer. That is, we are adding the ASCII value of that character to an integer. So we have a main function over here where int I equals to 17, char C equals to C. So basically, the ASCII value of small c is 99. And you can check that ASCII values. They are very simple and easy to remember. So in sum equals to I plus C. So it should be 99 plus 17, right? So printf value of sum equals to %d and sum. So when the above code is compiled and executed, it produces value of sum is 116. So basically what we are trying to tell through this program is there is integer promotion. That is, instead of adding the character directly, we are taking its ASCII values. As we have not given any code to the computer saying that add the ASCII values. We are just giving the character and it's just adding and giving us the number by using the ASCII values. So that is the integer promotion which is done over here, which the computer uses by itself. The next is the arithmetic conversion. Basically, this is the type of conversion where the compiler first performs integer promotion, and if the operands still have different types, then the hierarchy which have given up here is performed, and that is nothing but from int it is changed into unsigned int, and from unsigned into long, from long to unsigned long, from long you can see to unsigned long, float, double, long, double, like this. One another is converted into the other until and unless a particular satisfied result is obtained for the user. So that is how it is called as arithmetic conversion, since from one type to another type we are performing the integer promotion until and unless the user gets a satisfied operand. So basically, as I've told you all, there are also some built-in, the implicit conversion which is done built-in. So there are some built-in functions to perform this implicit conversion, which we need to know and understand better to write a program. So let's see what are those built-in functions. Those would include @of, @oi, @ol, itoa and itoa. This is nothing but LTOA, sorry. So these 5 are the basic built-in functions. There would be many, but these are the basic things. So I just wanted to discuss about these. As the name itself, from the name itself, ATOF, you can say that it is conversion of string to float. Okay, A to F means A is string and F is float. So a string type data type is converted into float data type. A to I, this is string to integer. A to long, this is string to long. I to O, integer to string. L to A, this is long to string. Like this, there are different many cast functions. These are basically related to strings, which most of us doesn't know, but they're basic ones. So I just wanted to explain about these. So these are the built-in functions which are really helpful. I hope everyone of you understood this video. If you have any doubts regarding this video, please do comment and let me know. And if you all really like my video, just rate me up accordingly and follow the above link to get notifications regarding my videos. Thank you everyone for watching my videos.